Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's We Are Live from Midco Studio in Grand Center, St. Louis, Missouri. Pleased to be joined by young professionals at Gateway Pet Guardians, Vice President Teresa Voss. What's up, Teresa? How are you?
Good. How are you?
There you go. Get right up on that mic. You did great. No, and then Alonzo is with you. Hello, Alonzo.
Hello.
Dude, this dog is so perfect. He's adoptable. You can get him through Gateway Pet Guardians. Wow, what a sweetie. And Dr. Ed from Hillside Animal Hospital. We have an intro for him. Hit it, Gardner.
Dr. Ed.
Dr. Ed.
Dr. Ed.
The good doctor is in.
By the way, I saw Michael Saturday.
Michael Gaines,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
How's he doing?
Good.
Good.
to see you.
I see his mom sometimes at the grocery store.
Hey.
Not like that. Alonzo has a unique story and a unique connection to the man in the red shirt from Hillside Animal Hospital, Dr. Ed Muñeco. What do you know about this dog?
Well, when he came in, he had you probably can't see it, but he had his left front leg. He has like a circular injury, and we're not quite sure if he got a leash caught on it or something. And he had what we call radial nerve paralysis. Mm-hmm. And what happens is you cannot extend your leg. Mm-hmm. So these guys will come in and they'll be knuckling over. And they can't feel it. They have
So
no
you help with
sensation.
Gateway Pet Guardians.
Yes.
You're physically out working at the new shelter.
Yes.
You're there pulling dogs from East St. Louis, helping out, actually volunteering. This guy owns a veterinary office, so anybody saying you can't help, you're a liar.
So Alonzo had radial nerve paralysis, and sometimes you can't tell if it's permanent or temporary because if the nerve's not completely damaged, it can grow back. Well, he had this nice circular lesion on his arm, and from below that, you could stick a needle into it, and you couldn't feel it.
Oh, no.
So since the damage wasn't terrible, we said, well, we're going to give him a chance.
Right.
And he came back like 3 weeks later, and he's using the leg normally.
That's so great.
Yeah.
And that's
So
Gateway
cool.
Pet Guardians. And now tell us about Young Professionals.
So we are a.
By the way, this is like our fourth person from Young Professionals. Jason Pippi comes in. He's part of that. So, sorry, I have to
No.
interrupt you. It's part of the show.
No, we banded together about a year ago, and we do events across St. Louis to help raise money and awareness for the shelter and try to incorporate a different demographic of people into.
To support Gateway as well. Yeah.
Or just into the dog community itself for animal welfare. It's not all just about adoption. You can volunteer, you can foster, you can do events. Like it's so in depth as far as how you can help the community.
That's
So-
amazing. And it's really cool. Like literally, the dog came in, Alonzo. By the way, you can adopt him, and he's a very sweet dog. Everybody
yes.
here is like, could I take him home? You can get him through Gateway Pet Guardians. He's going to be at the comedy show tomorrow
Yep.
as well, so we hope Alonzo likes to laugh.
Yep.
But he is. He's a sweet dog, 30 pounds. And this little sweetie that's all cleaned up a month ago was eating trash and living on the streets in East St. Louis. I mean, it's a great thing that Gateway and Young Professionals have done. So keep up the amazing work. Dr. Ed, Hillside Animal Hospital, you guys gave you let them use the building for the first, 10 years of their existence?
About the last 8 years, they've been in the building next door to the clinic.
Yeah, and that's amazing that they're able to move over to the new spot now. I do want to show, he's calm, so I don't want to do it. If you could show the camera a little more. People are asking if they can see him a little better. Look at Alonzo. My goodness. Travis, you going to take him to New York with you if you get a big fancy job out there?
I love Alonzo. I love him so much.
He's
so
only
sweet.
30 pounds. He's not going to get any bigger.
He is so
He's
sweet.
dog
He is
friendly.
so adorable, and I
Oh
love him
my God!
already.
Look at him. He's like, "Am I on camera right now? What's happening?"
That's a New York dog if I ever saw
It
one.
think
is.
so,
It really
yeah.
is. It's just oh gosh, if my life wasn't in shambles, I would absolutely.
Well,
I will not put that poor dog through my my current mess. But he is absolutely a delight, and if you are looking to add one to the family, I would absolutely recommend
oh my
Alonzo.
gosh,
He is amazing.
we're gonna do a photo shoot after
I'm
this.
so jealous. Whoever gets this dog, I'm stupid jealous.
Right. Very highly rated. We
Absolutely,
give him
he's the best.
10 booties on a 5 booty
I would
scale.
give him 20 booties. That's how adorable
wow.
he is.
Wow, that's amazing. 20
I
booties.
respect you as a dog.
Oh, okay.
He's on the mic.
He's on the
Ugh.
mic. There you go.
so
So Hillside Animal Hospital's Dr. Ed comes in every week. We figured we'd have Teresa stop by. Since you all are the featured partner tomorrow at Happiest Hour, Gardner, we've got a big segment ahead with Dogs on Film. Did Sean have anything interesting to talk about this week? And Teresa, you're going to play this with us.
Okay.
It's Rotten Tomatoes. We score it. Gardner can give you the rundown, but his friend Sean narrates it.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a time.
We actually had a little bit of an issue yesterday
Oh no.
where Sean got called into work.
Hmm.
2 people were sick at Mobar, and so Sean had to go down and bartend. So we were unable to record yesterday.
Hmm.
So we've adjusted some,
Uh-oh.
and we're going to use some of the older ones we've used in the past, and not like the same pairings. This week, normally we have themes. This week there's no theme.
Oh, boy.
It's all random matchups.
Alonzo, what are we getting ourselves
all
into
random
today?
matchups.
That's right.
And we'll hear some of the old commentary from Sean as well, and maybe look back on what was going through his life at that time.
Oh, good God.
Because just as a refresher.
Hey, Chris, before we get into it, can I do a shout out?
I would love to.
Yeah. I got some really good friends, Megan and Donald, who said they wanted to become regular listeners of the podcast, and I said that's really cool if you do.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're on the air, today, so that begs the question:
Okay.
Are Megadon actually listening today?
Oh, Megadon. You set that up with Gardner? You've been wanting to say that for 6.5 days, haven't you?
Oh yeah,
Dr. Ed. Armageddon in theaters this
Yeah.
fall. Thanks, Dr. Ed.
That's
Yeah.
wrong.
I'm about to say, I hope people don't go to the theater.
No.
Where's that Armageddon? Denman promised me.
Stupid show we stream. The veterinarian said it. So on the day his scooter arrived, we're supposed to believe it was Sean's fault. Okay.
That's a good
That's
point.
from, the
That's
Black
a good
Sheep.
point.
No, that's a
Yeah.
good point, but
Okay.
Sean didn't get done till about 6 o'clock and didn't show up until local watering hole about then. And I had committed to play trivia last night with folks I play with once a month. So we had to adjust. We had to adjust this go round. But I think it's going to work out.
You need to invite me to trivia.
You want to come play with us
I'm
one?
serious. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm
a trivia nut.
I'll check with the team. I'm sure
team.
we'll get clearance.
I'm in a fantasy league. Come on.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
We did finish second last night. We were a little upset, and we were leading going into the final round.
I would have put you over the edge.
Oh, it was.
Ooh, I like this.
You know what got us was the 6th letter of the Greek alphabet. We couldn't come up with it.
Everybody knows that's D.
Thank you. Needed
Somebody
to
had
be
to
said.
say it. Thank you.
Close.
Uh-huh.
Maybe, kind of.
Before we jump into Hillside Animal Hospital's Dogs on Film, I do want to tell you all, our friend Carly, happy birthday to Carly. Happy birthday, Carly.
Happy birthday, Carly.
Everybody.
Happy birthday, Carly.
That's right. She was in yesterday. She's going to be emceeing at a very fun event in Farmington, Missouri. Blues, Brews, Barbecue, and Barb, the Chihuahua. That's right. Look at that. Look at those. That just means a good time.
I
You
look
got
at the logos. Those are
Marquise
nice
Knox.
logos.
Where's
You got
Barb?
John Henry.
about to
You've
say.
got Funky Butt Brass Band. It's only an hour south of here, guys. September 20th and 21st. You can check it out online, farmingtonfallfest.com. Carly's going to MC for the bands Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. You see it, baby. Come down,
B3?
check it out. B3. That's right. That's called
Oh my
branding.
goodness, the three's hair's on fire.
Well, it's a smoke from the barbecue.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's right. Check it out.
We'll be able to eat the number 3 if we go to this festival.
Oh, you can make it out of smoked sausages.
Murphy's Settlement.
Yep, that's
I
right.
haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah.
The
Since-
last time I was in Farmington was to announce a high school football game
Oh, really?
for prepcast.com.
When was that? Like 2000?
It's been at least mid-2000s since I've, I think, been in Farmington for an number of hours. Maybe I'll make my way up there this go round with my scooter.
Down there.
Oh, here we
Take
go.
that down there.
Stupid scooter.
It'd be funny if the first ever e-scooter horse collision accident in
Yeah.
the history of the U.S.
Maybe Lair Dog can show me around town.
Lair Dog could show you around. Dr. Ed, we did have a comment from a commenter by the name of Triangle Assassin. He knew it was a joke when you said that there were 2 people actually wanting to listen. So that's how things go. We play Dogs on Film. Gardner, take it away, buddy.
Travis, could you please intro for me?
I sure can. Alonzo, do you mind? It's time for Dogs on Film. Excited he got. He enjoyed that. Wait a minute. Wow.
Doing really well.
Like, I know Dogs on Film.
My dogs neither would sit there for that long.
Alonzo's like, I know these guys.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right, you want to play?
Let's do it.
Dogs on Film. Kind of a weird title for this game, as we call it now.
At this point.
Yeah, we run out of dog movies. Every once in a while we hit one. Accidentally, normally. Oh, there was a dog in that movie. But we play a game nonetheless about movies. We have 6 movies in the regular session. We pit one movie against another, so we have 3 pairings. You folks have to guess which one has a better score according to Rotten Tomatoes, and if you get that right, you get a point. There are a total of 3 possible points within those 6 movies, within those 3 pairings. If we have a tie, whatever that number might be, 1, 2, 3, 0, then we have a 7th movie for the tiebreaker.
Those are excellent number examples. I just wanted to.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And that 7th movie is by itself, all by its lonesome. You have to guess closest to the actual score in the tiebreaker movie. Like I said, normally we have themes. We have no theme this week because we've adjusted the game, son, because Sean was unavailable. We still have his voice describing the movie for you, but we don't have the updated versions of movies that we've done throughout. Now, I will arbitrarily decide if a group or a singular person is right.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
Or wrong. So you'll hear those throughout once we make our decisions and we grade and see where everyone sits.
Teresa, Alonzo, are you comfortable with this?
Yes.
Nice.
Good answer.
Well,
Good answer.
She really has no choice.
That's
I have no
right.
choice.
And you can learn more about that tomorrow night at Happiest Hour, as Young Professionals at Gateway Pet Guardians will be our featured partner. And Alonzo will be there with Teresa. Dr. Ed, you going to come by?
What time is it again?
Well, specials start at 4 if you want to have a cocktail, Jack Daniel's cocktail, maybe a Schlafly beer. Comedy at 6, and you will not want to miss the comedians because it's going to be a good time. Yeah. So I'll just force you into saying yes.
Okay.
There it is. Cool.
All right, you ready for your first movie?
Let's bring it on.
First pairing. Here is your first movie for Dogs on Film.
All right, you ready? Chop, chop. Gotta go to Aldi's. I got an Aldi's sale. All right, what do we call this? What do you call this show?
Dogs on Film.
Dogs on Film. This week's update, or challenge, or what do you call it?
Game.
Reservoir Dogs, 1992. Drama mystery, 1 hour, 39 minutes. 6 criminals, each strangers to one another, with the Sweetums, Mr. White. Why? How do you say it? Pseudonym? Pseudonym. The pseudonyms. Mr. White, Harvey Keitel, Mr. Orange, Tim Roth, Mr. Blonde, Michael Madsen, Mr. Pink, Steve Buscemi, Mr. Brown, Quentin Tarantino, and Mr. Blue, Edward Bunker, are hired to carry out a robbery. Heist is ambushed by police, and the gang are forced to shoot their way out. At their warehouse rendezvous, the survivors, realizing that they were set up, try to find the traitor in their midst. Oh, that's a fine movie. I just watched it the other day. Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Yeah.
All right, there's your first one. Reservoir Dogs. Here's your Reservoir Dogs going against this one right here.
The Outlaw Josie Wales, 1976. Action-adventure, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Josie Wales, Clint Eastwood, watches helplessly as his wife and child are murdered by Union men led by Captain Terrell, Bill McKinney, seeking revenge. Seeking revenge, Wales joins the Confederate Army. He refuses to surrender when the war ends, but his fellow soldiers go to hand over their weapons. What? And are massacred by Terrell. Oh. Mean. Wales guns down some of Terrell's men and flees to Texas, where he tries to make a new life for himself, but the bounty on his head endangers him and his new surrogate family.
All right, we have Reservoir Dogs versus the Outlaw Josie Wales. Dr. Ed, you go first.
This is one of my favorite quotes from all movies. Outlaw Josie Wales. Yeah, don't piss on my back and tell me it's raining.
Is that the one that has from Kansas? It's
Yeah.
sunflowers, sunshine, or is that a different one?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
It's a
Anyway,
tough one. Yeah, I like both of those movies. Rotten Tomatoes score. I'm gonna go with Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs. Teresa.
Considering I've only seen Reservoir Dogs, I'm going to go with that.
Reservoir Dogs for Teresa. Travis.
I will go Outlaw Josie Wales.
Outlaw Josie Wales for Travis.
Outlaw Josie Wales.
Outlaw Josie Wales for Chris. Dr. Ed. Teresa. Chris and Travis get it with the Outlaw Josie Wales.
What was the score?
I'm getting ready to tell
Oh,
you.
sorry. I got
92 for the outlaw Josie Wales. 91 for Reservoir Dogs.
That's a moral victory, Teresa, for us.
I'll
Yeah,
take
91.
All right, so 1 apiece for Chris and Travis, 0 for Dr. Ed and Teresa right now. Our second pairing. You ready?
Let's do it.
There you go.
Fun with Dick and Jane, 1977. Comedy, 1 hour, 39 minutes. Dick Harper, George Siegel, is the perfect husband. He's got the perfect job and the perfect wife, Jane Fonda. Things are so perfect that for the Harpers that they have just built a swimming pool in their backyard using money they don't actually have. Then Dick is unexpectedly fired from his job, and the couple find themselves deeply in debt. Dick starts looking elsewhere for an employment, but when he finds he has no marketable skills, he and Jane have no choice but to turn to a life of crime. Well, how did Dick get the perfect husband, the perfect job? He had no marketable skills. What was his perfect job? Because I have no marketable skills. That's why I can't find a job. Except, you know what I think? I got an interview on Friday.
Where?
Oh, no.
Food taster.
For who?
$13 an hour.
For who?
DuPont.
What is this?
Yeah, man. I'll tell you if I get it. I know, I can't wait. 9 to 4, working 9 to 4. I'll be eating for a living. Yes, I will. Yeah, go on. Next. I can't wait. It's not happening, so, it's not happened yet. So, but I've got an interview Friday, 9:15. What do you do? I'm a food taster. Yeah.
He did not get the job.
He was overqualified. He was overqualified.
He was very.
All right, Fun with Dick and Jane, your first one. Going against?
The Day After Tomorrow, 2004, science fiction thriller, 2 hours, 4 minutes. After climatologist Jack Hall...
What?
Climatologist? What? Climatologist.
Climatologist.
After climatologist Jack Hall, Dennis Quaid, is largely ignored by UN officials when presenting his environmental concerns, his research proves true when an enormous superstorm develops, setting off catastrophic natural disasters throughout the world. Trying to get his son, Sam, Jake Gyllenhaal, who was trapped in New York with his friend Laura, Emmy Rossum, and others, Jack and his crew must travel by foot from Philadelphia. Jack and his crew must travel by foot from Philadelphia, braving the elements, to get to Sam before it's too late.
Drool on yourself.
I am drooling. I need a drink. Come on now. My mouth is parched. Next.
All right, you have The Day After Tomorrow versus Fun with Dick and Jane. Let's let Chris go first.
This is tough. Day After Tomorrow, right up there with Armageddon. I'm just going to go with Fun with Dick and Jane because it's what I think is. I think there's something going on here. Go ahead.
Teresa.
Oh. I'm going to go with Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow for Teresa. Dr. Ed.
I have to go with Day After Tomorrow.
Day After
Sticking
Tomorrow
together.
for Dr. Ed.
I'm
Travis.
going Fun with Dick and Jane.
Oh.
Voting along party
Okay.
lines here.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Chris and Travis.
Oh, look at this.
Yes.
Fun with Dick and Jane, a 28, according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
That's
wow,
not good.
really?
The Day After Tomorrow, a 44. Neither one are fresh. But now we have a tie at one
That's a
apiece.
good score for Day After Tomorrow.
Considering?
Yeah, considering in the next 5 years, it's going to be like the ultimate. Well, they kind of nailed that, didn't they?
Well, it wouldn't happen like that. Now they're probably kicking themselves. We should have nuked something.
Oh, gosh, I know they missed that opportunity.
I wonder if that was part of the storyline. I have to go back and look. All right, so all 4 contestants are tied at 4 as we head into our final pairing. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
Alonzo, are you ready? Oh, he licked the mic.
That means yes.
We're going to invoice your new owner.
Here we go. The first of your final pairing.
You mind if I blow my nose?
No, go ahead.
Oh, God. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Come on, sit a little closer. Scent of a Woman, 1992. Drama, coming of age, 2 hours, 37 minutes. Frank Slade, Al Chapino, is...
He said it
Al
with such
Pacino.
confidence.
What did I say?
Chapina.
All right, well, Frank Slade. Al Pacino is a retired lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army. He's blind and impossible to get along with. Charlie Sims, Chris O'Donnell, is at prep school and is looking forward to going to university. To help pay for the trip home for Christmas, he agrees to look after Frank over Thanksgiving. Frank's niece, Margaret Edgington, says this will be easy money, but she didn't reckon on Frank spending his Thanksgiving in New York. Ha! Or whatever they say. Hooah! I'll take a flamethrower to this place. I'll take a flamethrower to this place.
John.
All right. Scent of a Woman. Going against?
When Harry Met Sally, 1989, drama romance, 1 hour, 36 minutes. In 1977, college graduates Harry Burns, Billy Crystal, and Sally Albright, Meg Ryan, share a contentious car ride from Chicago to New York, during which they argue about whether men and women can ever truly be strictly platonic friends. 10 years later, Harry and Sally meet again at a bookstore and in the company of their respective best friends, Jess, Bruno Kirby, and Marie, Carrie Fisher, attempt to stay friends without sex becoming an issue between them.
Remember that scene in the restaurant?
Certainly.
Can you reenact that?
No. Okay, yeah, show me. That would be Billy Crystal. Show me. And then she goes off.
Try Meg Ryan.
No, I'm not trying Meg Ryan. I won't. No, I can't do it. Olympia Dukakis. I'll have what she's having.
All right. We have When Harry Met Sally versus Scent of a Woman.
We could do a mashup of that. I'll have what she's having. Well, she's having the Al Chapino.
Al Chapino.
Dr. Ed, would you like to go first?
Oh boy, two great movies. Let's see. I got to go with Sensible Woman. Yeah.
Al Chapino?
That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
All right.
The
Chris.
perfect romantic comedy. Nobody's beaten When Harry Met Sally.
Travis.
I'm with Dr. Red on this one. I got to go Scent of a Woman.
Teresa.
We're breaking party lines. I'm going Harry Met Sally.
Oh.
When Harry Met Sally. Chris and Teresa.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
Wow.
Don't forget it. Young Professionals, Gateway Pet Guardians. Check out Alonzo.
A 90. A 90 for When Harry Met Sally.
That's a 99. Like, get out of my face.
And
with that.
Scent of a Woman. 88.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
2-point differential. So,
You figure in the standard deviation, and I think there's a four-way tie.
Yeah.
it's like a Monmouth pole or whatever it might
Yeah.
be.
We
does
need
the
to get
polling?
Sean to say that word.
Monmouth pole?
My mammoth pole.
What the hell is that?
So you guys are the tiebreaker.
Yeah, we have a tiebreaker. So we have one film. You have to guess closest to the actual score for this film. We'll let everyone play along, but we'll let Chris and Teresa guess first, and then let Travis and Dr. Ed guess as well. So here's the tiebreaker.
Participation trophies for you, too.
Hey.
Whoever
The
wins
Fox
gets
and the
dog.
Hound, 1981, drama adventure, 1 hour, 23 minutes. After his mother is killed, Todd the Fox, Mickey Rooney, is taken in by the kindly widow Tweed, Jeanette Nolan. He soon befriends the neighbor's new hound dog, Copper, Kurt Russell. The two are inseparable, but their friendship is hampered by their masters, and by the fact that they are by nature enemies. They grow apart as they grow older. Copper has become a strong hunting dog, and Todd a wild fox. The pair must overcome their inherent differences in order to salvage their friendship. And that concludes this interview. I've got to go take a nap.
Any message for the Cubs tonight?
Good luck, Cubbies. Hey, hey, holy mackerel. No doubt about it. The Cubs are on their way. Hey, hey, the Cubs are going to hit today. They're going to field today. They're going to win today. The Cubs are really on their way today.
What if they lose?
It's always next year.
I got to go to the bathroom.
That was back in October.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Sean.
Yeah. All right. John, a noted Cubs fan. But The Fox and the Hound is the tie-breaking movie. Teresa, what's your guess for the actual score?
Oh boy.
According to Rotten Tomatoes.
I don't know. It's a Disney movie, right?
All right.
So that's got to play something into it. 81.
81 for
bad
Teresa.
guess.
Good guess. So it's either going to be criminally underrated or, I mean, I'm going to say 90 because it's Disney.
90 for Chris. The actual score. 70. Congratulations,
Wow.
Teresa, on your debut.
Performance.
That's right.
You want a dog.
That's right. You get to keep the dog. Alonzo is adoptable for young professionals, Gateway Pet Guardians. And again, we're going to feature them tomorrow night at Happiest Hour. And Alonzo will be there so you can meet him in person. Only 30 pounds. He's as sweet as can be. He's amazing. Wow. Teresa, anything you want to thank anyone for the victory? Or
all the dogs.
Oh,
That's all
that's great. It's all about them dogs.
That's right.
Wow.
All my dogs.
Mm-hmm. All my dogs. Real quick, you liking the way the Cardinals are looking right now? Are you comfortable with that?
I wouldn't say comfortable, but obviously I'm happier.
First place and we're all like,
I know. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop, aren't you?
Yeah. Is that how you feel? Or
It's just. Look, I'm happy. I'm like, I'm with Dr.
No, you're
Ed. I'm
not.
happy.
You want to be pissed off.
I don't. This team should not be winning.
Why?
Because they're
Because
really
because you're a great evaluator of talent.
Well, their best player is having the worst year of his career, Matt Carpenter. And
Paul Goldschmidt's not better than Matt Carpenter?
Paul Goldschmidt, I'm so happy that he is now rounding out to be the player that we thought he was going to be when the Cardinals gave him the extension. I'm happy that they're not embarrassing themselves because after the trade deadline, I think a lot of us expected them to do something and they didn't. So for the fact that the Cardinals, I think I saw a stat, they won't have a 90-loss season. Mm-hmm. I'm happy about that, even though because I think at one point in the season we thought it could be heading towards that. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy that the Cardinals aren't embarrassing the city.
And they could have a 90-win season.
Yes.
How do you feel about what happened the other night when Schilt took Wainwright out with a 9-2 lead? I mean, I know it's always team first. I get that, I really do. Mm-hmm. But come on, really?
I think they realize that they're not going to have too many heads-to-head here in the future with the Brewers and the Cubs, and they need to get these victories under their belt if they're going to actually get into the playoffs. So I understood in that particular moment why he said, "Look, we need this series, we need this game." I know you don't win necessarily in August, but considering that there have been so many question marks about this Cardinals team all year long and how guys have just gone down with freak injuries and, again, guys like Goldschmidt and Carpenter struggling at the beginning of the year, you'll take it how you can get it. And right now the Cardinals are taking it, and thank God.
Yeah, my guy Mo.
Okay,
there you go.
we can.
Yeah,
He's your guy.
All thanks to him, yeah.
You're done with that?
Get me out of here.
What? Well, I'm sorry. I mean, you're criticizing them all the time. And I mean, look where they're sitting here.
Do you want me to say Magic Johnson wouldn't have done a better job? Do you want me to say that?
He would have walked off the job like a chump.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So he could go play on his Twitter tweets.
Oh, maybe he wanted to go play with his Alonzo. Ever think about that?
Twitter
I wouldn't touch that.
Let me make obvious observations about basketball on Twitter. Hi, I'm Magic Johnson.
Okay.
See how I'm treated, Alonzo?
Again, you can adopt Alonzo through Gateway Pet Guardians. Check out the Facebook page, their website. Fill out an application. The Young Professionals Group raising awareness throughout town. And again, tomorrow night at Happiest Hour, you can come say hello to Alonzo. That's at 6 p.m. is when comedy starts. Oh, hey, look, the first time that Jason, myself, and Kim and Teresa and a couple of pups.
And Beetlejuice and Cliff.
Did they end up with homes?
They're both adopted.
They're both adopted.
How
Look
cool
what
is
I
that?
personally did for those dogs. What a great move by me.
Thank you for that.
You're
Yes.
welcome. Dr. Ed, Hillside, anything crazy coming up we need to know about?
No, progress is going fast at the shelter. I've been over there helping out with even the
I
rehab.
need to get over there.
Yeah. How do I?
Do you guys have like where can people volunteer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
how can
Absolutely.
people sign up to volunteer?
Through the
Dr.
website.
Ed.
Just go through the website?
gatewaypets.org, yeah. So you can just volunteer. They'll have you probably go through, there's a couple of different ways. So you can probably just help at the shelter when they're doing the hours. But if
Okay.
you want to help with the dogs also, you just go through an hour volunteer training. It's really...
What are you doing over
Sorry.
there, Alonzo? It's like an hour party.
We're playing tug. Yeah, it's an hour-long training just to learn how to work with the dogs and help with them. And yeah,
Okay.
but at the actual shelter, there's a lot of work that still needs to be done.
And if people wanted to adopt said dog, can they go to the shelter? Do they go on the website? What's the
They
best
go
way
on
to
the
do it?
website. So between the Young Professionals Instagram, Facebook pages, and Gateway's Facebook and Instagram pages, we got dogs on there all the time. You can message people on there. They'll get you to the adopt@gatewaypets.org email, and you can start with that. We've got a matchmaker, so if you're
So you can go on the website and see the actual animal.
Yeah,
That is so awesome.
absolutely. Yeah, so we're always featuring them, and like I said, we got a matchmaker. So if you're looking for a dog, but you're not sure who particularly, but you're like, we got kids, we got cats.
Right.
Put it on there, and we'll get you some information on some
That
animals
is
that
so
fit
cool.
that.
That
Yeah,
is so
it's really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, the gala is coming up September 14th.
That's right.
It's going to be at the new building.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So big event space, and then obviously there'll be tours. It's not completed yet. The goal is for November that we'll be
Okay.
in there and operational.
That is so
It's
good.
really
That is
exciting.
so, that
It's
really
huge
is
for the area.
exciting. Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
Again, you can come out to comedy tomorrow night. You can say hi to Teresa and Alonzo. Take your animals to Hillside Animal Hospital. Highly recommend that. Gardner, do we have anything else? We can go ahead and wrap if we're close there.
I
Did
think
you have
we're
anything
all
you want to
good.
hit? Well, great. Well, congrats
Yeah,
on
I
the
got
new
some
scooter.
scooting to do.
Yeah, at We Are Live Radio's
Dr. Ed,
Instagram. you
Teresa,
can see
did you
it.
see it sitting out there? In the...
Oh, boy.
No.
Here we
I
go.
didn't.
Well, he'll have to show it
Okay.
off. Excited about that. Big thanks to Tech Electronics for all the wonderful equipment here in the studio. They're a local business. You can support them. Thanks to Getaway Carts. We're going to be doing a review with Getaway Carts soon. They have custom golf carts in St. Louis for your pleasure. They are also hashtag Carte Blanche, part of the movement, so don't forget that. And additionally, big thanks to Tommy Bannister as well. He does his hair like Travis, realtor right here, St. Louis, Missouri.
I was like, wait, I don't have hair.
We'll,
Yeah, so doesn't Tommy.
We'll head out. Big thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks to Young Professionals at Gateway Pet Guardians. Again, come see them at Comedy tomorrow night. For Gardner, for Dr. Ed, for Travis, for Teresa, for Alonzo, I'm Chris. We're back tomorrow live at 8 a.m. We'll see you then.
Peace.
Bye.